Welcome back, all my Minecrafting friends. Well, we have quite a long list today, so let's get started. Okay, we have Digger Dad. Digger Dad posted 2 episodes. He posted episode 2 and episode 3. He posted episode 1 before that, but I missed it. Anyway, in episode 2, he made a small farm. He got some bones from some skeletons. He made bread. He did some caving. He cut some trees. He did some mining. Straight down mining. You know, like a 1x2 straight down mine where you dig under your feet. When he got down to the bottom, he got some iron and then came right back up. In episode 3, he made bread. He did some tree farming. He expanded his farm, but he's short on seeds. Something coming to get me? Okay, and then he went caving and found the back door to the hidden valley. There's a way you can go through the cave and come out on behind the mountain. Okay, so next we have Kid Awesome 2. Kid Awesome 2 cut down trees, collected a bunch of seeds, collected a bunch of saplings from cutting down trees. He started tunneling toward or what he thought was toward the hidden valley, but not using coordinates. Got completely off track, ran into a cave, did a little caving, decided he was wasting his time, went and checked the coordinates, and then started tunneling toward the hidden valley with the coordinates. But by the end of episode 3, he was still about 100 blocks away. Okay. Next, we have Scody Garbitas. Scody Garbitas made a cow fenced-in area to keep the cows in so that they're not walking on his crops and so that they're handy for milking. He expanded his farm. He went hunting skeletons. He was cutting down trees. He got a mega spruce. I don't remember if he cut it down, but he got a mega spruce to grow. His inventory is completely scodied, which means it's completely full, so he can't pick stuff up. Yes, he cut down the mega tree, the mega spruce. Then he went caving, but his mob dropper did not produce any mobs during episode 3. So for day 3, the mob dropper was a bust. I don't know what that foretells for the future, though. Next we have Congaring. Congaring was attacked by a skeleton and then attacked by a baby zombie. She was down to 1.5 hearts. She has 4 sheep and a pen. She started working on the floor of her building. And let's see, working on the floor. Yes, then she made bread, and then she got all regened up, so she made a good recovery, and so she will continue on into episode 4. Next we have Velk. Velk will not be continuing on into episode 4. Velk starved to death in episode 3. He's being trolled by trees that weren't giving apples and stuff, and his farm was too small. And basically, this was supposed to be the easy challenge, you know, after the Ocean Temple thing. But Velk proved that any hardcore challenge is not that easy, especially if you're in extreme hills, you know, and your food situation is dire. Okay, next we have Cherry Bitters. Cherry Bitters went caving. got a bunch of iron, made full armor. She thought she saw a zombie dungeon, but it turned out just to be a grass block. Not a grass block, a dirt block. She went down a hallway and there were zombies, and there was this brown block there that looked like it could be a chest, but it turned out to be a dirt block. Okay, then she made bread. She regened all of her health. She has food reserves now, so she's in good standing for the next episode. Okay, next we have Badheart MC. Badheart used the zombie flesh milk trick, where you eat multiple zombie fleshes and then you drink the milk and it cancels out the hunger. So that's really cool. I wish we'd have known that in the zombie life challenge. Of course, we weren't allowed to craft any buckets, so maybe even if we'd known it wouldn't have made any difference. You know? Okay, so yes, he cut down some trees, he got an apple, and he is starting to build a raised platform farm. Farm up on a platform that's raised about 3 or 4 blocks off of the floor. I guess that'll keep the mobs from trampling it, unless they come flying off of the cliffside. You know, creepers come flying off the cliffside to jump them and then explode in the middle of his farm. That could be bad. Okay, next we have New Azusa. New Azusa is making his comeback from his 1.9 failure. He's playing in 1.88 now. He was having some extreme lag through most of his episode, although he did tough it out. He got apples. He started tunneling in from the river. Once he got into the hidden valley, he made 2 small farms, one of them with all the wheat grown right next to each other, and the other one grown in rows with fallow cropland in between the rows, just to test whether what I told him was correct about it growing faster with fallow cropland in between the rows. And indeed, it does grow faster. Okay. Then he put torches down all over the valley, and then he went off and did some caving. Okay. Next, we have Outfoxed. Outfoxed worked on his murder shack. He cut down some trees. He found the back way out of the valley through the cavern. He did some caving. He got some iron. Next we have Bong Bong. Bong Bong made 8 loaves of bread, so his farm is doing really well. He got 2 apples. He did some caving and he got some iron. So he is set as far as food goes. Next is Box. Box did some caving, got some iron, and came back and cut trees. Next we have Honeysuckle. Honeysuckle's a new player this month. She started out her episode with half of a heart and no food and not regenning. She was tunneling in from the river. She made it to the hidden valley, which is pretty awesome considering her condition. She killed a spider. She torched up the valley, and then Minecraft glitched on her and said that she suffocated in a wall, but she was not anywhere near a wall. She was just on the ground, and it took her last half of a heart and killed her off. So she's not going to restart this world. She's going to come back in November though. So thanks for playing, Honeysuckle, and we hope to see you back in November. Next we have Load Central. Load Central is a team of lots of players. I think they've got 6 left. They were fighting flaming zombies. They did some caving. They got iron. They got apples from cutting trees. They were attacked by silverfish. Carly was killed by a zombie. Krista made a portal. Someone found diamonds. Sorry if I don't remember who it was. Someone else constructed a fishing pool, and it was a very nice looking one too. Krista went to the Nether. She got mushrooms of both varieties. She also collected glowstone, and she said she might have seen a fortress, but she didn't show it, so we don't know for sure, and she wasn't sure, so no one is sure if she saw a fortress or not. Those zombies must be underground that I'm hearing. Okay, next we have Andy Doan. Andy Doan, his river farm is doing good. He's making bread. He was attacked by a creeper, but he survived. He found the back door to the valley. He was out there shearing sheep for wool. His inventory is full, so he's having to throw away useful things in order to pick up other useful things. And he continued working on house number 1 of his village in the Hidden Valley. Okay. Next we have Lightbringer. Lightbringer was caving. He found iron. He came up and cut trees and got apples. He made a chicken pen to keep his chickens away from his crops. And he started working on his house. Next we have Baker Bell. Baker Bell is watching wheat grow, and she did get 1 loaf of bread in episode 3, but she's still not out of the woods as far as food security goes. Next we have Ron Smalek. Ron Smalek was fishing, and he actually got fish. Fishing in running water, not source blocks. He also got an apple from a tree. He's through his fishing and his apple, he was able to completely regen his health up to full hearts and his haunches up to full haunches. So he's sitting good now. So fishing is a really good way to go. And in my episode, I started out the episode with 4 haunches and 1 heart. Rather than stand there and watch my wheat grow or cut down trees, I decided to go out and collect seeds, which I did. I collected a bunch of seeds and came back, and I also collected the iron by the river, came back and made a bucket, expanded my farm, using a water bucket, and my farm is doing good. But I still don't have enough food to regen. So at the beginning of episode 4, I'm still going to be on 1 heart. But my farm is looking better. Okay, next we have J Gaz Mom. J Gaz Mom started building her, whatever she's building, she started it. Oh, her nice cobble house. Okay, yes. She made quite a bit of progress, in fact, on her nice cobble house. Some people don't like cobble. I like cobble. Next we have Piker Eyes. Piker Eyes discovered the back door. What I'm calling the back door is the path out of the valley through the caverns. Okay. He hydrated his formerly dry farm so it will grow faster. He did some caving. He's making a base in the side of the wall, and then he's starting a house out in the middle of the grass in the valley. He got some apples. He got a carrot from a zombie. So good job there, Piker Eyes, getting that carrot. And your house is looking good. He's just got the foundation down yet, but it's ambitious and nice looking. Next we have Bear Family 07. Bear Family 07 was fishing, gave up on fishing, tunneled from the valley to the river, collected seeds, did some more fishing out in the river, got a couple of fish and a puffer fish, Of course, if you're hungry, you always get a puffer. Came back and did some tree farming and made a small farm inside the valley. Next we have Tim Obert, also known as Captain Hook 5150. He cut down trees, but he got no apples. So, same as Velk. The game is trolling him. Okay. He collected the iron from the river, and he went into a nearby cabin and found some more iron and collected part of it but left some iron there. I don't know why. I guess he thought he had enough iron. 7 iron should be enough for anyone, according to Tim Obert. Yes, he collected like 2 of the iron that was in the cavern and left the rest, and it was like another 6. Okay. So he made bread and he started building his house. Next we have John Fall 92. John Fall 92 made bread. He cut trees. He went mining. Then he went caving. He got some iron. And he got a carrot from a zombie. So, Lucky John got the carrot, along with Piker Eyes. Okay, next we have Jade LF. Jade LF made bread. She expanded her farm, and she started building her house. Next we have Technoscribe. Technoscribe tunneled from the valley to the river. She cut down trees. She collected the river iron. That's the iron that you can see from the river, well, in the water. She went back inside the valley and expanded her farm, and then she made bread. Next we have Hawkminer. Hawkminer, as you remember, was the big star of last month. But this month, he's not exactly leading. He's kind of in the middle of the pack. Okay? So, he made a stone fence around his farm to keep the mobs out and the animals and stuff. He expanded his farm so he can grow more food faster. He started building a house, and he buried a chicken. This chicken was really annoying, and he didn't hurt the chicken. He just restricted its movement by digging a hole in the ground and pushing him into it and covering him up. So, yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, burying a chicken. Okay, next we have Granny's Got Game. Granny's Got Game complained about my comment about her playing timidly, so she decided to change her strategy and go for a more robust, bold approach. So she boldly watched wheat grow for a while, and then she packed up her river farm and tunneled into the valley from the pass area, the mountain pass area. She torched up the valley, and then she made a small farm. So, good job there, boldly going where the rest of us have already gone. Okay. Next we have 22 Scoops. 22 Scoops made a very nice fishing pond. This is probably the nicest fishing pond I've seen. It's really cool. And then he did some fishing, which worked out well. Then he did some caving, which didn't work out quite as well. But he survived, just didn't find much. Okay, next we have Nova Cookie 232. Nova Cookie cut down trees, and instead of watching wheat grow, which is, people don't want to watch you watch wheat grow, Nova Cookie's watching leaves decay. Yes, he's watching leaves decay. He's eating zombies, for snack food between watching leaves decay. A chicken is trampling his farm, so, that's, check out, let's see, who is it that buried the chicken? Oh, yeah. Check out Hawkminer, Nova Cookie, check out Hawkminer's episode. He can show you how to bury a chicken. Okay. He did get an apple, and then he had enough food to regen, so he regened. Then he went caving. He got some iron. He was lost for a while. It's like, how do I get out of here? But then he found his way out, and at the end of this episode, he was back in his valley. So, good job all around. Next, we have OG Otosome. No, Otosan. Okay, OG. We have OG next. He was tree cutting. He got an apple. He got a carrot from killing a zombie. Okay, so that's 3 people that got carrots this episode. And he started building his house. Alright. Next we have Grandma's Gone Gaming. Grandma's Gone Gaming, not to be confused with Granny's Got Game. Grandma entered the valley from her base camp, which she had constructed in the wall of the valley. Okay. Last episode, she had tunneled to the valley, but it didn't enter it, and then just made a base in the wall there. Well, this episode, she entered the valley. She put some torches down. She cut some trees. She got an apple. She planted some saplings and did some tree farming. She got bread, or she made bread, and then she did some mining at the end. And finally, we have Boon Slayer. Boon Slayer is watching wheat grow and doing it with quite a bit of style, I have to say. He's cutting trees down when they grow. He got an apple, and that's the list. So, lots of people are playing this month, and we've only had a few deaths so far. So, this is Mike Deering signing out. I will see you all in episode 4.